Hi everyone, welcome to World of Tanks with StewiejP. I'm Stewie, you're not, and this is the T49, the American Tier 9 light tank, being driven today by nrtz. Not really sure what that stands for, nrtz, and he is in the T49, the Tier 9 American light tank, the one with the derp gun. He's platooned up with his old mate Crazyp from Crown Clan in the Jag Tiger, and Rack from VPA in the T54 lightweight. He's on a mission to do 6,000 assisted damage as a platoon. We'll see how he goes with that one as he looks towards the enemy 1390. Wants to ruin his day, and he does. He puts 132 hit points of damage into the Tier 9 French lightly armoured light tank, it must be said, and some of that was from fire before the T62A picks up the kill. Now, of course, it's got the big derp gun, 910 damage with its high explosive rounds, and here comes another shot. I reckon sets the M103 on fire. It looks like he certainly doesn't have an automatic fire extinguisher. Looks like he had a manual one. Got him for, geez, he got him for a heap. Got him for 5, 6, 7, 800, nearly 800 damage with that derp shell. So high explosive round, 910 damage, 76 penetration, 152 penetration with the heat rounds, but only 700 damage, so it's a little bit different. Anyway, nrtz from Life Clan, used to be called Tim, looking towards T11 OE5, gets him for 296 with that shell. Of course, high explosive rounds, it's variable how much damage you're going to do, because it's if they don't penetrate, you'll do splash damage to the enemy tanks, and if you do penetrate, or if you set them on fire, then you really have a good day. He's already done 2,123 hit points of damage. This is the shot of the Conqueror. He's got 518 assisted damage. Now he's on a mission to do 6,000 assisted damage with him and his platoon mates. I don't want to give too much away. I don't think he does that in this mission, but let's just see. Let's just see. You never know. He might. Requesting fire on the T10. Looking at needs to pick his moment here while he pokes over this ridge. T57 heavy cops a big one for 848 hit points of damage. That brings his total damage up to nearly 3,000 hit points. In the little derp tank, you can see he's running Coca-Cola, which is going to help his aim time and his reload time. Of course, the T49, not known for its quick rate of fire, it's more about big, nasty derps in this American light tank. And have a look at this. He's got 3 marks of excellence on this tank, so he certainly knows what he's doing in the T49. It can be hit and miss though. If you get shot, you're going to be sent back to the garage pretty quickly. There's my old mate, the Ace of Spades, in the T54 lightweight from Crazy Clan. He's no stranger to this channel either. And I think at the start of the game, before I started recording it, I think they were basically saying hello and well done in Clan Wars earlier. Nearly lands a shot on the enemy T49, splashes him for 349 hit points, takes him down to 121, which is a one-shot for most of the tanks, or pretty much all of the tanks. His platoon mate from VPA, Rack, gets taken out by the T57 heavy in the T54 lightweight, and it looks like nrtz aiming towards these heavy tanks on the eastern flank. Not many friendly heavy tanks going there, just the M103 and the Mauskin, and of course he's got the plenty of tanks to shoot out there. The Jag Tiger looks like he's coming to play. Crazy in that little section, and nrtz looking down there, waiting for that gun to reload. He's got 9 of the heat rounds left. He might need them all the way he's going. 3,667 hit points of damage so far, and he's looking to lob another shot towards those tanks. But he knows at least one of them's possibly aiming his way. You don't want to be getting shot at by more than one tank in the T49. It only carries 1,400 hit points, which when you're up against Tier 10s, it can be very, very challenging. Puts a shot into the side of the turret of the STI, the Tier 9 Russian heavily armoured heavy tank. Picks up a critical hit as well, so he might have damaged a crew member or a piece of equipment on the tank. Looks like the T57's aiming his way. Maybe he's not now. He's trying to highlight him with his that dot in the middle of the screen to try and see which way he's aiming, but it looks like that T57 might be pulling out now, possibly on the reload. So he goes down, auto aims, shoots him, just gets 210 into him, but he cops 475 hit points of damage from that M103. Clearly knows now that those enemy tanks are certainly aiming his way. He's on 4,184 damage, plus 1,000 assisted. He's having a ripper so far, and he's just waiting for that gun to reload so he can derp someone else. Clearly NTRZ feeling a bit brave there. The M103 shoots and misses. Gets another shot into the M103. Not sure how he's just aiming it by moving the mouse around like that and hovering. He's not going into zoom in view because he wants to keep. Maybe he wants to keep one eye on what else is happening around that area. Make sure nobody else is going to be aiming at him. Now that M103 has been shooting his way, as has the T57 Heavy. Aims that time, gets him for 245 hit points, that M103. That M103 is going to be pretty annoyed. He's dead now, but he's been copping shots from this T49 for quite some time. 4,645 hit points of damage for NTRZ from Life Clan. 1,076 assisted. B5's just fired. Oh, he's maybe gone down a little bit too far. He needs to make this shot count. Looking towards the back half of that tank. Interesting way of aiming, that one. It picks up his first kill of the game and brings his total damage up to 5,327. He's having an absolute ripper. In the T49, the Tier 9 American light tank. And his platoon mate putting in chat, you nearly fell then. And he's like, no worries, I've got this. Hold my beer. 7-2's the score. So it doesn't need to be too conservative now. Looking to see where he can aim. Very interesting way of playing the T49. Look, I can't pretend that I'm too good at playing this tank. Looking, just misses the shot on the grill. That could have been a one banger. Of course, that grill not known for its armour. It's got one of the most lightly armoured turrets in the game, that's for sure. Keeps looking around, possibly looking at that T10 now. He does get spotted. Needs to be careful here. Again, some interesting aiming techniques from NTRZ. Puts another shell into the T10 for 844 that time. Clearly knows where the weak spots are on these enemy tanks. Of course, if you're up against a heavy and you've got the back half of the heavy tank, or even a medium tank like the T55A, then I don't know, are you seeing what I'm seeing? This is amazing. 7,007 damage from nrtz. This is absolutely amazing. The way he's aiming these shots are absolutely fantastic. In the end, a comfortable win, 15-2. I'll certainly be watching that replay again. I'm not sure about you, but he had an absolute perler. In the T49, the American light tank at Tier 9, the T49. The one with the derp gun. He got himself an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. The Spotter Medal, Bruiser, Fire for Effect, Confederate. Unusual to see a Confederate medal in a T49 for shooting more enemy tanks than anyone else. Because he's got such a slow rate of fire, you generally don't see T49 shooting more enemy tanks than anybody else. But have a look at all the tanks that he had a hand in killing. You also got the high caliber for that little performance on Cliff. 7,007 hit points of damage. 1 kill, 1,440 base experience. He fired 15 shots in the T49. Generally, games don't go long enough to fire 15 shots in the T49. 12 hit, they all penned. 1 splash damage. Oh, that's one of the ones. One of the shots that missed, I think, splashed the M103, it might have been, or maybe one of the light tanks. 1182 assisted damage, so he clearly didn't get his mission, but had an absolute perler. 48,361 hit points. Credits after tax with a premium account, and some very, very interesting aiming from nrtz from Life Clan in the T49 as we move on to this second game in the double shot of Tier 9 action. This one features my old mate Struth, the clan commander from 1AR. In his T30, he's in a T30 platoon with Jezelenko, Yul Beauty, and my old mate Shadow Monkey X. I've got a replay coming from him in the very near future. They're all in their T30s. So would that be a T90 platoon? I'm not sure. Anyway, they're on Siegfried Line. That's that map that I can never quite remember. Never quite remember what it's called. Anyway, Siegfried Line is going into the city. Going to play this one like a heavy tank, I think, by the looks of it. The T30 is a T49 American Tank Destroyer. It's got 155mm gun, 750 damage for 276 penetration with standard rounds, 320 penetration with APCR, which is premium. And you'll certainly know if you've been hit by this with 750 alpha damage. He's down here with the VK4502B, looks like he's going to try and do a little bit of side scraping to see what's around that corner. He doesn't want to get hit by that FV215B183 though. That gun's got even more worrying. Now, looking at the minimap, not many people have gone out to the west, gone out to the field. One enemy tank, the Object 430 Mark II. Who's driving that? Oh, look out! Look out! That's stewiejp driving around in the Object 430 Mark II. And gee, if I had known that nobody on the enemy side have gone west, I would have got a lot more aggressive a lot earlier. In fact, I think I do pretty soon from memory. We were in TeamSpeak, we were doing count-ins, T9 count-ins, and sometimes you're lucky enough to get half a dozen people on the same team. But in this situation, I was on the enemy side in my Object 430 Mark II, one of the tanks I'm grinding. Nobody else landed either. Struthy, Jezelenko and Shadow Monkey in their T30s. They're just fucking around a little bit by the looks of it in the middle of Ruinberg. Just sort of kicking back, having a bit of a look. Taking his time. I think at this stage, my little Object 430 Mark II's up around here, around about B1. I think somebody comes with me too, from memory. Maybe the T54. But anyway, we're looking at Struth's point of view. He certainly didn't want me to win this one. He could have shot that BK for me. That would have helped. Moving around the city. It's not known for its speed, the T30, but I don't have one of these yet. I reckon I'll be buying it this week though, because it's 15% off. All tier 8s to 10s as of the 23rd of August, which is the date that I'm recording this. Shadow Monkey looks like he's in a little bit of trouble there. He's down to 122 hit points in his T30. Artillery's hit the IS-7 and stunned him. Shadow Monkey's gone down to the T62A, who's not yet spotted. Yes, he is. T62A is spotted in the town. And you can see some of the tanks on the enemy side. The FOC, the IS-7, another FOC, all sort of moving up here. Clearly some of the people on my team, on the enemy team, are grinding towards a FOC 155 before that becomes a premium. Oh, sort of a premium vehicle. Here's Struth's first shot of the game. Takes the enemy T30 for 850 hit points of damage. That's not a bad roll at all. Considering its average 750, you'd be pretty happy with that. Stays behind the building while he takes the reload, and he'll be hoping to get a shot into that FV. But nah, Jezelenko, 1978. Jezelenko says, hold my beer, Struth. I've got this. Gets rid of the FV215B183. A great bit of revenge, because that FV put a big shell into Jezelenko's tank, and Struth says, now you hold my beer, man. I've got this. Jezelenko goes down to that T57, but he is on low health. Struth is trying to make that turret turn as quick as he can. Turn, turn, turn. You're nearly loaded. Auto aims at the prick. Keep turning, keep turning. Hopefully nothing comes around and derps him as he chases the tier 9 Russian medium tank. There he is. Thank you very much. 2 shots, 2 kills for Struth from 1AR clan. Scores evened up again at 4 apiece. My side, they were up for a minute then. I've been taken out in the middle of the field. I think I got up to about here. I think the Object 140 might have killed me from memory. But anyway, that Object 140 is dead now. Tanks falling down all over the place. Struth coming back around, looking at the Conqueror. Where's the weak spot? There it is. 3 shots, 3 kills. They don't call him the Seagull for nothing, folks. The T30, the big Tier 9 turreted American Tank Destroyer, is still on 1,028 hit points. He's picked up 2,177 damage. 3 kills in 3 shots. Cops a shot from the Fock. He thinks, oh, what do I want to do? I want to get rid of the T62A. Auto aim will do the job very nicely. Cops a dead driver from the Tier 9 Fock, but that Fock is on low health and gets killed by the FV 3805. What's that? 3805, that's a Tier 9 artillery piece. A little bit of advice to the Conqueror being given in about heavy tanks camping at the back. And, well, that's what happens in World of Tanks. Hey, there's another shot. 5 shots, 5 kills. He gets the kill on the grill. And he's like, I got this. This is easy. I've still got 280 health up my sleeve. I've picked up just under 2,800 hit points of damage. One more kill will get me a top gun. Let's see if I can do this. Somebody hold my beer. Looking at the mini-map now, it looks like the city's been totally cleared out by Struth and his team. Struth's picked up 5 of those kills. The remaining alive players have picked up 5 between them. There's a link. Go, you beauty. Picked 1 up. And, of course, artillery's got a kill as well. He doesn't count. 12-7 the score on Siegfried Line. Struth moving forward like an absolute champion now. He'd love to pick up a top gun here. He's already on 5 kills. That artillery would be nice. No, it won't be. He's just behind a little bit of ridge line. And he'll be hoping that that other artillery, the GW Tiger, doesn't decide to drown himself, because that would be absolutely tragic. You want to make sure you pick up a top gun. I did a video not long ago. Oh, I reckon it'll be uploaded 2 days before this one, where a bloke, it was on Ella Haloof. There you go, top gun confirmed. 18 hit points for the kill. I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. 6 kills to be old mate Struth from 1AR clan, and 2,817 hit points of damage, plus a bit of assisted. Top gun confirmed. Someone's pinging the map. That's where that Batchat 25 TAP 25 tap was last seen. But look at what's left. T92 artillery piece at tier 10, 2 Conquerors, an Object 704, 2 T30s and an FV 3805. Unless they sort of send a few tanks here, a few tanks here and a few tanks there, they're not going to round up that Batchat 25 TAP. My money is that he's hiding up at A1, or maybe going on a bit of an arty run. One tank is capping, the Object 704, on 89 health. Now he knows that the Object 704, he clearly knows that there's no use with big, slow, lumbering heavy tanks. No use trying to round up this tank. Because the T30 is back here, he can't be up here going for arty, and he's just been spotted, that Batchat 25 TAP, the baby Batchat. So this T30, you'd think, is going to unload a shell into him. Looks like the Conquerors are firing, but they're clearly not in their view range. I mean, that's why Struth can't see him, because he's behind that yellow line. These Conquerors aren't really any further forward than Struth is. You can see the Batchat 25 TAP on full health, and I can tell you, I was in the game on the other side. That Batchat 25P, this is the first time he's been anywhere near an enemy tank, and it looks like he's trying to put some pain into FV 3805. He does, he gets a kill. Looks like one of the artillery's did splash him though. He's still on stun for a couple more seconds. 11 seconds before he caps this one out. The T30 is certainly trying to go after that Batchat 25 TAP, but that medium tank is just going to be too fast for the slow turret on the American Tank Destroyer, and he won't be able to pick up the kill. And so the Object 704 says, don't worry, I've got this, hold my beer, I'll cap the shit out of this one, and cap it out for the win. It's a first class mastery badge for the old mate Struth, and he thought it was hilarious because I was on the other side. But the Bruiser medal, Duelist 5 for effect, the top gun. It looked like he wasn't going to get a top gun for a little while there, but he did in the end. 2,816 hit points of damage, 6 kills, 1150 base experience, top score by experience, the Object 704, as well as capping it out. He had a great game with 3604 damage done, plus of course he got the cap points. Struthy fired 7 shots, they all hit, they all penned, 7 shots, 6 kills. Is that the Seagull Award? It might be. 16,198 credits after tax with a premium account in that 9.5 minute game. 2 very different tier 9 battles. My old mate Struth, one of the nicest guys I've ever not met, but platooned and shit with, from 1AR clan, and of course nrtz. I'll certainly be watching that replay again. That was an outstanding performance in the T49 T49, the T9 American light tank. Thank you so much for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care and see you all next time.